First of all, I'd like to thank Pittsburgh and Pitt for hosting. We've been to some pretty cool venues during my time, and I thought this was probably the nicest venue we've played at. So for the players, when you get this far, you just want it to be a good experience, and Pitt's done an amazing job. And credit to Pitt. It's one of the programs that we study. Dan Fisher, his staff and his players are probably one of the best programs in the country. I've been in the game quite a long time, and to watch what they've done since he's come, it's when these guys know we show film of Pitt. So to get a firsthand experience of it and watching Serena Gray up close was different. She's pretty special, and their whole team is. So overall, I'm very proud of how we play. We have nothing to be ashamed of. Pitt's defense was incredible. Swings that were used to going down in our gym and in the league didn't go down, but we battled, and I'll remember a lot of the starts, and I thought we put on a good show for the crowd, and we have a lot to build on. So I'm very proud of these guys. They're pretty special, and they make me enjoy and love doing what I do it where I do it. So.
Taylor, what was it like to come back to Pittsburgh and play in the Petersen Events Center? You're from Oakland Catholic, so I'm pretty sure it was a pretty big deal for you.
Yeah, you could say this is like my backyard. It was really cool, especially having come to some of the Pitt games when I was in high school. So just to represent the Patriot League on the national stage at home was huge, and I thought we played well, and it was really cool to be back home.
Coach, you talked about studying Pitt. What was it about Pitt's maybe systems or about their line work or whatever it may be that really catches your eye?
Yeah, Dan has developed a men's style game here. That's what we talk about. They go for it, right? They're not afraid to get blocked. They put big swings on 85 to 90% of their balls, and it's a very unique system. You don't see that kind of style, and so we talk a lot about it in our gym, and I think we did a really good job for what we could. We talk about going for it and being okay at getting blocked and covering, and that's what Dan's created here, and it's an exciting style of volleyball that people are talking about all over the country. So we try to simulate it, and I think we did really well in the Patriot League with it. Gave them our best tonight.
Coach, what do you take from this kind of game? I know getting swept is not a fun time for anyone, including yourself and the team. But how do you give your team? What do they gain from a game like this?
Yeah, back-to-back years in the NCAA Tournament, first of all, is really hard to do. So the growth that I've seen from last year in Wisconsin to this year. Last year was an experience. This year was a business trip, and I think that continues. We graduate some really good leaders, and I think they've made the locker room special. But we return a lot, and these guys, and me included, expect to be back next year. So, I think you go into the lessons are always being learned. So we come out of this match, and once I get a little break and they get a little break the film down. Like, what do we need to do to win a first-round game? And it's obvious our defense has got to improve, and our serving game's got to continue to get better. I thought our passing game, she was rock solid. They targeted her. She got a lot of balls. But we've got some areas we've got to improve. We want to win these games. But we're incrementally getting better and doing some pretty special things at a school with 2,800 students. And I'm very grateful to these guys. They have made Colgate's name on the volleyball scene something that people are talking about. So,
Sophie, your team wins 24 games. You win the Patriot League. How would you put it towards what this season has meant in terms of growth for the program and even for yourself personally?
Yeah, so this is my 4th year here. I am staying a 5th year, but this is my senior year, and just looking back freshman year, this was always a goal to be in the NCAA tournament and be able to compete and leave our mark. And yeah, this season's been amazing. 24 wins. We've worked really hard for them, and I'm just so grateful that we could be together and play Pitt.
Sophie, what made Pitt's front line so tough to defend tonight?
Well, they swing really fast and jump really high. They're very athletic, all of them, and they, what Ryan was saying, they all swing as hard as they can in every ball. So yeah.
What were some of the keys to you guys? You guys seem to start off really hot, basically stay with Pitt point for point. What do you think you guys were doing really well during those stretch and sort of towards the beginning of the 3rd set as well?
I think a lot of what we talk about in our own gym is our side-out game and serving and passing really strong, and I think we started off really strong, so that kind of helped us build up energy and stick with them near the beginning. But I think winning in transition and winning the long rallies is kind of where we fell short. But
Yeah, we got down in like rotations. It was hard to side out, and then when we did have the ball to serve, I don't think our serving was as good as it's been in the past, and that hurt us for sure.
Excellent.